What's up, everybody? Alright, the card of the day, we got a Gyarados signed by Tokia. I got this in Jacksonville, Florida a few years ago. Pretty rare card right now. I've never seen one signed other than this copy. But I'll just put that right here, and we're gonna get on with the video. Oh! What's up, everybody? Hopefully this is enough lighting. I'm doing this a little later at night than I usually post my videos, but I'm trying something new. Today, I got a little bit of an update for y'all. It's like a 2-month update on my journey through sobriety. My journey with God, discipline, faith, and patience. So today I'm not teaching, I'm just learning in real time. I have a couple notes. Usually I just free flow these episodes, but I want to get a little more structured today. So first I'm going to talk about my sobriety. What did I quit? Well, I quit going out to the bars every weekend. I quit binge drinking by myself on the weekdays. I quit smoking weed every day, and I quit nicotine. What was harder than I thought was the first month I was very grumpy. I was really kind of grumpy to my girlfriend, which I so appreciate her for getting me through that and sticking with me through that. What was easier than I thought was with the weed, I thought I would have more of like a physical dependency. And I thought I would have more anxiety. I thought I would miss the kind of escapism, but I realized that I like the discipline more than I like the temporary escape from the weed. Another big plus is all the extra money in my pocket. So I've been able to buy more, if it's more Pokemon cards, if it's just more food with my girlfriend Alana, or video game or something like that. I just have some extra cash in my pocket. I am learning that I use these tools of comfort to escape, and at the end of the day it's really about escapism as my big problem. So I am scrolling a lot. Still, I'm playing video games, and I'm learning to use those things as a reward. I haven't played video games today because I haven't made my video yet. So after I make this video, if I still have any time, maybe I'll play some Destiny or something. But we'll see, because I still got to read my Bible. I feel like my relationship has been strengthened, because now instead of me just getting drunk and arguing, I'm playing video games with my girlfriend together. We're reading our Bibles together. We're watching our shows together, cooking. So spending more quality time together. What I've learned about discipline is freedom is not doing whatever you want, but it's actually doing what you don't want to break what owned you. And what I mean by this is, before I thought I have the freedom to go out and drink and go out and smoke and do whatever I want to do. But actually I had to drink, I had to smoke, or I would get cranky, or I would get anxious. So really, is that true freedom? No, it's not true freedom. Those things owned me. So what freedom is the discipline to not do those things. So now you're free, and you don't have a master. The alcohol and the weed was my master, and I thought I would never quit. I could never quit. It was impossible for me to do that, especially the nicotine. So is that really freedom? No, I was a slave to substances. I also learned, with patience, not everything changes at once. Just because I stopped smoking and drinking and going out, it doesn't mean that everything in my life gets figured out. And I had to learn that right after the 1 month mark, I was starting to break down. And I thought, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing this and that. I'm reading my Bible every day, and none of my friends understand me. I feel like I'm all alone. And I was just mad. I was like, God, tell me what you want me to do. Like, why can't you just come down and tell it to me in my face? And I realized, I had to have patience, and I had to have faith. And I had to reel back in that faith. I read about Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Joseph and their faith and the disciples' faith in Jesus. And after a week or two, I thought, okay, I have faith. Now I'm good. I know about faith. No. And I realized someone said faith is not a tool, it's a lifestyle. And when Jesus says, take up my cross every day, that's him talking about you have to have faith every single day. Or at least that's how I interpret it. And realize that this is going to be a daily thing. And, just because I'm sober now doesn't mean that everything else is going to be perfect. Actually, quite the opposite. It's going to be harder because I'm facing things now. I'm not escaping things. But it's 100% worth it. So I realized that I'm on God's time, and God's time is perfect, and my urgency is imperfect. I learned that patience is active. It's not a passive thing. To be patient doesn't mean to sit around and wait. It means to work every single day and keep working. And daily obedience in the Lord it feels way better than an emotional high. Go to church on a Sunday for 2 hours and listen to some good music. I'm not knocking it, but there's something different in the deep daily devotion of reading your Bible, of learning God, of writing in your notebook, of listening to some YouTubers that you like listening to, and strengthening your relationship with God. Getting to know him, getting to know what he did for his people, getting to know what Jesus did for us, and how you can use that in your everyday life. I'm still struggling with my eye disease. I get shots 6 days from now, so I'll make another vlog. I think it's going to be me and my mom again. But I'm struggling with time management. As I said before, I'm still kind of playing video games and still scrolling on my phone. So I got to get better at that, but not beating myself up. And I realized that the words of Jesus are like the best advice for my friends. Like, I have a few friends who are going through some stuff, and we talk on the phone, and I try to give them advice that Christ would give me. And not as a holier than thou, because like I said, I'm not a teacher. I'm a learner, I'm a servant, and God is my helper. And God helps me serve his people and helps me serve his purpose, which is to love you guys and to love him. And I'm starting to realize that God sees me now. God is with me now. And that presence I'm starting to feel. I'm starting to realize that God created everything. God knows everything. God is eternal. And that's just amazing. And the pain and the suffering that I'm going through now, it doesn't compare to the reward in heaven. I have a lot of dreams about my brother Jonah who passed, and I have a lot of pain, and I wish he was here with me. And I hope that he's in a better place. I have to have faith that he's in heaven with Jesus, and he's looking down on me and he's proud. But in my mind, I just feel like I still haven't accepted it, or I don't know. It's just a weird feeling, this grief and this pain that I have. But I'm trying to not get ahead of Christ. I'm trying to follow him, stay beside him, but don't get ahead of him. That's what one of the YouTuber I listen to, Lawrence from Pilgrim's Progress. You should listen to him, or Pilgrim's Devotion. Lawrence from Pilgrim's Devotion. He's awesome. But I just wanted to come on here, give you guys a little update. I'm learning how to edit a little better, and let y'all know that I'm still learning. I'm a learner. I'm a servant, and God is my helper. I hope this video helped you at all. We're reaching 50 subscribers. So once we're at 50, we can start doing some live streams, doing a little Q&As. Who knows, maybe one of these videos will pop at some point. But it's all in God's time. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You see my new little Pokemon card thing I'm doing, new little intro, got some background music. We vibing. But I love all y'all, appreciate y'all. And if you're on a journey of sobriety, stick with it. If you're reading your Bible every day, stick with it. And if you slip up one day, doesn't mean you can't show up the next. All right. Love all y'all. Peace.